so surreal actually being here. Like, I've seen the video a million times, seen all the angles, seen the documentaries, seen the movies. When you're actually here, the shots are a lot closer than you think.
Yeah. Honestly, when you actually come here, in my head, it puts a lot of conspiracies to rest.
Yeah.
It's like, makes sense how it happened.
Yeah. But that's also us because we grew up like shooting rifles and stuff. So it's like, even with no training, it's like we can hit some targets like way farther than these ones.
And that's close. That's so much closer than I thought.
Yeah. It's crazy the history that happened right here. It's nuts.
That's crazy, dude.
Somethin Or Other Tour. We're standing in Dealey Plaza, Elm Street right behind us. This is where President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. That's the grassy knoll over there where conspiracy theorists say that there's a second shooter. And it's eerie being here. It's really eerie. The official story, which I believe, I mean, who knows who put him up to it, but I think there was only one shooter. He shot from the book depository, which is right there. They have a museum, so we're gonna go check that out. We're gonna like walk and drive the whole route just to check it out, pay our respects to a great president. A couple blocks away on Main Street, right where the motorcade passed, they have the John F. Kennedy Memorial. So it's supposed to be a serene room with nothing but the earth and the sky. It's cool. It's really cool. This is Main Street into Dealey Plaza. JFK's motorcade went this way and turned right.
So this is where they turned right onto Houston from Main Street and then made the left right there.
That's the book depository right there. So the story is Lee Harvey Oswald took his shot from that window. 6th story.
The little girl that was in the video running right here, and then when the shots were fired, she like stopped and started looking around.
Yeah.
Now she's an adult somewhere.
Yeah.
That's just, I think about that stuff, it's weird. Like, I don't know how there could be conspiracies.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's such a small area. I feel like the gunshots would be so loud, you'd know exactly where it's coming from. But then again, that moment when shit hits the fan.
You can actually go up into the museum and see where the shot was taken, so we're gonna go do that. You people always scrape around allegedly right here. Dude, it's crazy. Lee Harvey Oswald like walked these halls. Motorcade turning onto Houston Street.
That's where we were standing.
Approach the turn on Elm Street. The FBI reenacted the whole thing. Look at that. That's the Zapruder camera. It's an identical model. It's not the actual camera. Still cool. the 7th-story window directly above where Oswald fired his shots. So you get nearly the same vantage point.
Visible all through Dallas. The president is very obvious good spirits and very pleased with his Texas reception thus far.
Several bottles of soft drink, and in other words, the men too late.
The Dallas police have been struggling so hard to prevent motorcade.
I actually love this building. It's like really cool. It's too bad it's being preserved for like a terrible reason, because otherwise it would just be a dope building. This is right in the middle of the plaza, so everyone was lined up right here. I think the famous bag lady that nobody knows who she is was standing right here. And that's the grassy knoll. So this is the grassy knoll. This is where the conspiracies say that the second shooter was, up by this fence. I personally don't believe it. There's Cole buying into conspiracy theories over there. Being swindled.
Just look at the pictures. Just look at the pictures, alright?
This is where they say the second shooter was, right here.
Yep. So crazy, dude.
Very, very well.
Yeah, it's eerie. You know?
And then boom, he's hit in the head.
It's crazy how many times I've seen this. And this is the first time being here, you know? It's like, it's surreal. Standing right here.
Yeah. Yeah, it says it was right here. The Zapruder film, which was the film that showed the assassination, actually took place right here. The Zapruder film was actually one of the most famous amateur films ever.
I mean, one of the most powerful historical pieces of footage was filmed right here. So the fatal shots were taken right up there. The motorcade raced here under this underpass right here. So people on the other side were wondering why all of a sudden the motorcade was just speeding through. That's crazy. That X out there is where the second shot hit President Kennedy. That is insane, dude.
It was first X right here. It's where he was first shot in the neck. I don't know. That shot from over there, the first one would be a lot harder to make than that one. For the first hit, you know? Dude, it makes way more sense that he was shot the first time from up there than over there. Now that I'm actually here and see it. To get that shot, he would have to be standing in the middle of the grassy knoll, not behind it, behind the fence.
He would have shot past people's heads.
Yeah.
Like, look out, because he would have been about like where our head is now, like height, and then he would have had to shoot through a crowd of people.
Yeah, there's no way, dude.
But conspiracy theorists always try to paint it like it was just an impossible 2-mile shot. And it's not, it's right there, like. One of those things where you forget like it's a real place and a real incident. It's not just fiction. That's crazy. It's so surreal being here. So surreal. So that's it for Dealey Plaza, the site of the John F. Kennedy assassination. Grassy knoll, 6th floor museum, huge piece of American history. So regardless of what you believe conspiracy-wise or what really happened, it's still an incredible place to visit. Such eerie history. I'm glad we got to see this. So like, subscribe, share, do all the cool things that cool kids do. That grassy knoll's identical and nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about it.
Same stuff. Shout out to my Uncle Steve though. He told me before I came that this is one of the only places he's ever been that looked exactly the same as you saw it in the historical events. And he was right. It looks pretty much exactly the same. Just the trees are bigger.